Eric Bristow has had a magnificent year. He holds all 4 world titles, and tonight Bristow launches his attempt to be World Masters champion for the 6th time. Hello and a very good evening to you. Well, the Winmau World Masters is bigger than ever this year, and Eric Bristow is determined to emerge as the top man once again from a record entry. More than 180 finalists, 41 countries involved at the Rainbow Suite in London's Kensington. Well, at this time of night, we might as well get straight to the action. They're down to the last 16 now, and up to tomorrow afternoon's final. They play the best of 3 sets, and it's 3 legs a set. The trophy, which Bristow's held for the last couple of years, will that'll go to the winner of a 5-set final. See that live with us on ITV tomorrow afternoon. Our first match features Bristow, 6-1 on favourite, top seed of course, and an unparalleled list of achievements. Really on his own, the best in the world at the moment. Russell Stewart, 25-year-old Australian from Canberra, he seeded 16. Very impressive in the World Cup over there in October, but his best year was 1983 when he took the Pacific Masters and Scottish Open titles. After MC Tony Green, it'll be commentator Dave Lanning.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg, Russell to throw first. Game on.
So the Rainbow Suite Kensington really settles down for one of the most intriguing matches in this last 16. Russell Stewart
100.
from Australia against the reigning title holder, bidding for a record 6 win, his 3rd in succession. Eric Bristow, world number 1.
81.
Russell Stewart, though, the Australian from Canberra, is no pushover. Australian World Cup squad member, vastly experienced for a young man.
140.
Bristow first won this prestigious title back in 1977, and it's fascinating to note that the year before, 1976,
100.
he acted as a referee out on one of the boards on the floor. Russell Stewart here made his initial impact in this tournament by oversleeping before qualifying match and missing
41.
his chance, having come 12,000 miles. So both of these players with tender memories of the World Masters.
$60. 41.
Eric Bristow has beaten a Belgian, an American and a Finn. Hasn't lost a leg yet, and he went out on 170, top shot of the house against his Finnish
60.
opponent, Mikko Lahano, in the last round. Russell Stewart has beaten Victor Hubbard, good county player, Geordie Hewitt and Richard Burnett from Wales to reach this stage of this 85 World Masters.
137.
And that takes Stewart down to the possibility of a 2-dart finish next time for the first leg.
60. Russell requires 42.
For the first leg of the first set, 2 16s for the Aussie.
10 score. Eric requires 140.
140 for Bristow. Hasn't really clicked into overdrive at all in this first leg.
100. Russell requires 32.
Well, he's had 2 darts at this double 16 already.
Yes, that's the first leg. Russell Stewart.
Took him 19 darts, but it's an encouraging start.
Second leg, Eric to throw first. Game on.
Eric Bristow with the strike in the second leg of the first set.
85. 60.
Bristow, of course, having a marvellous season. He's won the World Match Play. He's won the World Cup singles. He's now bidding for his 3rd world title.
60.
in a matter of some 10 weeks. And this gritty little competitor from Australia stands in his way. Russell Stewart.
41.
Bristow changing direction.
99.
Eric Bristow still clearly has the scoring advantage here in this second leg of the first set. He trails 1-love.
41.
Of course, it's a fair comment that the Australians have had a pretty disastrous week sporting-wise with the Socceroos and the cricket test. Russell Stewart could give them
140.
a bit of a leg up if he could possibly take out Eric Bristow. And Eric Bristow is not really at his peak by any stretch.
44. Russell requires 160.
Well, he could check here if he hits that treble 20 for a start. Bristow has not hit a ton in this leg. That is quite astonishing. 172 he wants now. 40 scored.
60. Russell requires 100.
For the sets. By now 80 going. Now 2 10s. Could be an important dart for the Australian.
90.
The wrong side of the wire, and it clicked audibly around the rainbow suite.
112.
Bristow needing this check out quite badly. And now 32. 2 16s.
96. Russell requires 10.
A very real chance for the Australian now on 2 5s. Got to work hard now. 5 to crack. 2 2s. Surely he won't get another chance if he misses.
Yes!
That is the first set. And Bristow is in a little bit of trouble. And we are, I think, perhaps on the threshold of a surprise.
Second set, first leg, Eric to throw first.
Unnoticeably, Bristow anxious to get back on with it. Straight in there.
60.
Not the greatest first set in the world by any stretch from Stewart. 19 and 21 darts.
140.
Eric Bristow has now gone how many throws? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 visits to the board without hitting a ton, and
81.
That is totally out of character. One fancies he's going to put that to rights here.
100.
But the Australian is still 1 in front on the score and these. Well, they do say in the game that if the crafty Cockney here has a vulnerability, it's early on. It's not really early on in this tournament. He's been playing out on the boards, although this is the first time on the stage.
137.
That's more like the old Bristow. First leg, second set. Australian Russell Stewart leads by 1 set to love.
90. Eric requires 144.
All about checkouts now.
$100. Russell requires 105.
105 for Stewart. He'll come down for 19s. No, he hasn't. That's unusual. Well, he wanted the treble 15 to leave double top, but the single.
65. Eric requires 44.
Eric Bristow under the cosh. Now, 2 16s. Next door, 2 8s.
36. Russell requires 40.
Double top to put himself firmly in the driving seat. Now 2 10s.
Yeah!
And Bristow is on the ropes.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Second leg, Russell to throw first.
And in this
Gain on, please.
critical leg, it is Russell Stewart with the darts.
100.
It's the very real test of the acknowledged resilience of the world #1 Eric Bristow. He's got to win them now. He must take this leg. And already he's changing direction, and that's
44.
perhaps an ominous sign that he really is worried. And the Aussie is noticeably growing in stature and confidence. Again, Bristow looks like he's coming for treble 19. The crowd here at the Rainbow Sweet sense they may be on the threshold of a major upset. If this little fella's nerve can hold.
45.
Well, who knows? There's an opportunity, 45. Bristow normally punishes scores of that nature. Well, that's calamitous. It's not the Bristow we know and have admired around the dartboards of the world. And Russell Stewart, you can almost see the determination.
100. Russell requires 116.
And he could really produce the biggest day of his career, the biggest moment of his career. 116, it's still a possibility. No, he must stay there.
60.
Tension seems to be playing around the mouth of Eric Bristow. Because he's just moving his mouth.
100.
He very rarely does that.
Russell requires 56.
And this could be the moment. 56 for Russell Stewart. Now double top. No 2 10s. Oh.
36. Eric requires 134.
He needs this 1-3-4 kill, and he's not going to do it.
44. Russell requires 20.
And Australia trembles. He could atone for the Socceroos. He could atone for his Test cricketers. 2-5, and there's the shot. Oh, what a surprise! Russell Stewart has done what many players thought is impossible. He's taken out Eric Bristow. We're going to have a new world master, and that is a real surprise. Bristow was 6-1 on, and he has crumbled.
What a shock. Goodbye to the crafty Cockney. Bristow's first defeat in a World Singles Tournament since the MFI match play in October '84. But Russell Stewart was a delighted, if somewhat surprised, winner tonight.
Well, Russell Stewart, many congratulations. That must be the biggest moment of your career.
Oh, you bet. That's the best one I've ever done, yeah.
And you've never actually played Eric Bristow before in a singles match?
No, never. That's the first time I've ever played him in the singles. I've played him twice in doubles, but never in singles, no.
You did seem to get your game together right from the start, and Eric seemed to be off colour. Was that the way you would read it?
Yeah, from the start I noticed he wasn't hitting them straight away, so I just took advantage to it the best I could, you know. And I thought I didn't throw as well as I wanted to with, but I still got there. So.
But Russell, the Australians have had a pretty disastrous week with the Socceroos and your Test cricketers. You put all that behind them now, eh?
Yeah, we're going to show them. We can do it in darts anyway.
Be well received, that one down under. Well, that early exit for Bristow means that John Lowe is now the new favourite, and we'll see old Stoneface in action in a couple of minutes.